Let's go Broncos! Sean Payton's team finds itself at a critical juncture during Week 16. Some fans remain confident even with their playoff hopes hanging by a thread. Dude, seriously, I'm confident the Denver Broncos will make the playoffs, and they have everything they need to make it to the Super Bowl. The Broncos have surprised us this season. If you also believe we'll make the playoffs, hit the like button hard. If possible, comment like this: Go Broncos! We're going to the playoffs! Last weekend's games brought mixed news for the Broncos, and the path ahead is clearer, but still full of challenges. The result of the Cincinnati Bengals' victory over the Cleveland Browns has increased the stakes for the Broncos' next matchup against the Bengals. At 7-8, the Bengals will face us in the next game, in what could be a decisive game for both teams' postseason ambitions. If they beat us, which I hope they don't, they improve to 8-8 and earn a crucial head-to-head tiebreaker over the Denver Broncos. That means if the Broncos also lose their final game against the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 18, and the Bengals can win their final game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Bengals could overtake the Broncos in the standings. For the Broncos, losing 2 games in a row would likely mean missing the playoffs altogether, a disastrous scenario considering their promising position just a few weeks ago. Hopefully Sean Payton can prepare the team well so we can win the next few games. Denver's playoff destiny is still largely within their control, though. A win in either of their final 2 games will secure a postseason berth. This simple scenario gives hope to Broncos fans, but the challenges ahead cannot be understated. First, they must travel to Cincinnati to face a Bengals team led by the dynamic trio of Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and T. Higgins. Chase, in particular, has been in sensational form, making him a critical matchup for Denver's top cornerback, Patrick Surtain too. Defensive coordinator Vance Joseph will need to craft a plan that ensures Surtain shadows Chase throughout the game, as allowing a rookie like Chris Abrams-Draine to take on such an assignment could be a costly mistake. The Broncos' defense has been a cornerstone of their success this season, but has faltered at key moments, surrendering 30-plus points twice in December. Their ability to regroup and execute against Cincinnati's explosive offense will likely determine the outcome of this pivotal game. Even if they stumble in Week 17, the Week 18 matchup against Kansas City presents another chance to secure a playoff spot. With the Chiefs possibly resting starters if they lock up the AFC's top seed, Denver could catch a break. Still, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and the pressure to deliver in high-stakes situations looms large. The playoff picture adds further intrigue. The Broncos currently hold the tiebreaker over the Indianapolis Colts, a significant advantage should both teams finish with the same record. However, if a 3-way tie emerges between Denver, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis at 9-8, the first tiebreaker shifts to AFC record, a scenario that favors the Colts. This slim possibility adds yet another layer of complexity to Denver's path. Meanwhile, the Dolphins and Chargers remain in the mix, each presenting unique challenges. The Dolphins are barely holding on and face difficult road games in cold weather cities, while the Chargers benefit from a relatively easy schedule, including matchups against the New England Patriots and Las Vegas Raiders, 2 struggling teams. Reflecting on Thursday's loss to the Chargers, it's clear that the Broncos missed a golden opportunity to solidify their playoff position. Blowing an 11-point lead with the playoffs on the line has left the team and its fans searching for answers. The defense, once the backbone of this squad, must rise to the occasion after recent disappointments. While the offense has shown flashes of brilliance under rookie quarterback Bo Nix, the defense cannot afford any more lapses, especially against elite talent like Burrow and Chase or the surging Chiefs. Looking ahead, the road trip to Cincinnati will test Denver's resilience. Can they overcome the Bengals' momentum and hostile crowd to secure a playoff spot? If not, they'll return to Empower Field for a do-or-die showdown against Kansas City. The possibility of facing backups may provide some relief, but it also underscores how much is at stake this week. Broncos fans will be watching closely as their team fights to end a playoff drought that stretches back to 2015. So now, it's your turn, Broncos country. How are you feeling about the playoff picture? Do you think Denver can rise to the occasion against Cincinnati, or are you bracing for a nail-biter in Week 18 against the Chiefs? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice is a crucial part of this conversation. Every like, share, and comment keeps Broncos Nation strong as we head into one of the most critical stretches of the season. As we head into the final stretch of the season, it's impossible to ignore the pressure mounting on this Broncos team. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the margin for error has all but disappeared. With 2 games left, every snap, every decision, and every adjustment will carry the weight of playoff hopes that fans have been waiting years to rekindle. Looking back, the Broncos have shown flashes of greatness, but inconsistency has been their Achilles heel. The defense, which once seemed impenetrable, has faltered at critical moments, raising questions about whether they can handle the high-powered offenses they're about to face. Facing the Bengals' red-hot passing attack with Joe Burrow at the helm will be a litmus test for this defensive unit. If Denver can keep Burrow in check, limit Ja'Marr Chase's big plays, and force Cincinnati into uncomfortable situations, they'll give themselves a fighting chance to win on the road. Offensively, the Broncos will need to find a way to sustain drives and put points on the board against a Bengals defense that has been unpredictable. Bo Nix, the rookie quarterback, has shown poise in tight situations, but this game will demand his very best. Whether it's finding Jerry Jeudy on quick slants or hitting Courtland Sutton on deep routes, Nix must rise to the occasion and lead the offense with confidence. The running game, led by Javonte Williams, also needs to be a focal point, helping control the clock and keep Burrow off the field. Special teams could play a pivotal role as well. The Broncos cannot afford mistakes in the kicking game or coverage units, especially in a tight contest where every point matters. Head coach Sean Payton and his staff must ensure the team is sharp and prepared for any scenario that might arise in these crucial games. The potential Week 18 matchup against Kansas City is equally intriguing. If the Chiefs have nothing to play for, Denver might catch a significant break. However, banking on external factors isn't the type of mindset a playoff-caliber team should have. They need to enter that game with a sense of purpose, regardless of who is on the other side of the field. Patrick Mahomes may be sidelined, but the Chiefs' depth remains dangerous, and overlooking any opponent could spell disaster for Denver. For the Broncos to succeed, they must adopt a win-now mentality. The pressure of nearly a decade-long playoff drought is palpable, but this is the moment to show the league and their fans that Denver is a team to be taken seriously. Ending the season with 2 wins would not only secure a playoff spot, but also send a message that this team has the resilience and talent to make a deep postseason run. As we keep an eye on other teams in the playoff race, it's worth noting how fragile this situation is. The Indianapolis Colts and Cincinnati Bengals both pose threats, but neither team has an easy path. The Dolphins, struggling in cold weather games, could falter as well, leaving more room for Denver to maneuver. Still, relying on other teams to stumble isn't the mark of a team ready for the playoffs. The Broncos must take care of business themselves, one game at a time. Broncos country, this is where your voice matters most. How confident are you that the team can handle the pressure and get the job done? Do you trust Bo Nix to lead the offense, or do you think the defense needs to step up and carry this team like it has in the past? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all things Broncos. Every interaction keeps the conversation alive and shows the world just how passionate this fan base is. As we gear up for Saturday's game against Cincinnati, let's rally behind this team and show them that Broncos country is with them every step of the way. The road ahead won't be easy, but with determination, preparation, and a little bit of that mile-high magic, anything is possible. Will this be the year the Broncos finally return to the postseason? Only time will tell. Let's go, Broncos!